Last year has to be one of the most memorable finishes in Ironman 70.3 history. Can you reflect on that a little bit?
Well, it was a great finish. I think, after 4 hours of racing, it doesn't often come down to 1 second. So that's the reason I came back. I heard Chris was coming back, and I thought it would be good to sort of renew our rivalry. I think it's great for our profile, and it's great for this race and for the sport. I think, I know for a fact I got a lot of emails from people in and out of the sport who had seen that finish and seen the photos online, and I think it attracted a lot of hype and just a lot of interest in our sport. So, and not only the finish, I just had a good experience here with the organisation and the volunteers and just the whole town. So, all those I think things factor into your decision to come back to a race for sure. But it doesn't hurt that I won as well.
Yeah. Would you call this a bit of a rematch? I mean, because it was so close and he's here.
Yes and no. I think every time we race, there's a heightened sense of intensity, I guess you could put it. But that's with a lot of the top guys as well. I think maybe more so at this race because of the history we have here with last year's finish. But if it was in Boise or if it was in anywhere else, it'd still be a hotly contested race. I think Chris, deservedly so, is considered one of the best 70.3 athletes in the world, probably in the top 5 at the moment as we speak. And it's going to be a tough race. I think it's nice to have the good feelings and the good memories from. I was on the right side of the ledger last year, but there's no guarantees this year. I think he's in pretty good shape. He's come off a win last weekend, and I have as well. So I think we're both in pretty good form. I think this course suits him, and I think it suits my strengths as well. So I'm looking forward to a really tough race. It's going to be tough. I'm going to have to perform well, I think, to win.
And you want to do that as a champion. You want to go get some of the best.
Well, that's the thing. I think it's important, to remember that it's only June, and obviously a lot of my bigger goals come later in the year. That being said, you never race for training. Every time I race to win. So, and the only way I think you get an honest gauge of where you're at with your training is to race the best people. You can kid yourself. You're only giving yourself lip service if you go and cherry pick a little race somewhere that no one's at. You've got to race the good people. And as I said, Chris is considered one of the best in the world at this distance now, so it'll be a good measuring stick for me.
You're not too shabby yourself. How's your fitness level coming into this race?
I think I'm pretty fit. I've been up at altitude for 5 weeks. Had a good win last week out in Connecticut at the Rev 3 half Ironman race out there against a really good field. So different sort of race. So yeah, I'm pretty confident that I'll perform well. There's no guarantees you're going to win, but I think I can put in a good performance. I think my level of fitness is quite high.
That's interesting. Both you and Chris are coming off victories at half Ironmans the weekend before. Have you done back-to-backs before?
I have done it quite a few times.
Back-to-back weekends?
Yeah, absolutely. I've done 3 in a row before. So I used to do it quite a lot. Sort of especially 07 and 08, I used to, in July, I'd do 3 races in a row on consecutive weekends. I'd do an Olympic distance first and then 2 70.3s, and sort of a strategy I had to toughen my legs up for Ironman because I was stepping up to Ironman distance for the first time. So I thought 3 consecutive weekends of sort of threshold biking and running, race pace would toughen me up a little bit for the longer distance. And I did a couple of times last year as well, not 3 in a row, but I've done 2 in a row. And I've done it before. It's only a 6-day turnaround this time though, because we both raced last Sunday, and obviously tomorrow's race is a Saturday race, so it makes it a short week with the 5 days between. But we're both in the same boat, and there's a few other guys as well. I think there's probably 5 or 6 people on the men's side, and I think a few on the women's. I know Julie Dibbins raced last weekend, as did Lindsay Corbin. So I think there's I'm not on my own there. I think most people are in the same boat. They're trying to back up from 5 days ago.
Okay. Well, best of luck, Craig.
Hey, thanks.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.